Beverly Hills,
Where do you want to begin?
I think we should start with what they're doing to Garcelle's son. I think that's really something we should address.
Did you see I mean, because some of it was like, okay, and Garcelle spoke. I mean, I'm not saying it was okay. I was like, okay, so what's really like, did you see the one that really pushed her, which is really
No.
bad?
Well, just remind me of it because I thought a lot of it was
So,
bad.
right, a lot of it is bad. So he's getting this hate because, of this whole thing that happened with Erica. Here's the thing. Why is I don't understand. What did he do? It's Erica
The
fans that
younger
are coming
boy
after
didn't,
him.
yeah, the younger boy didn't do anything. That neither kids did anything. But I guess this is what happened. This is what happens. They go after your kids. I mean, that is unacceptable, people. That is unacceptable to go after people's kids and to death threats and all. That is totally unacceptable.
And
Spread
Rinna
the
has
word.
spoken out. Rinna's like,
Yeah, because they went after her kids too. At one time, I don't know about now. You know what I mean? She's like, we're doing a show. Like, people, stop being so invested. Leave the kids alone. You want to come at us? You come at us. We're the ones that signed up. But like, I was in shock when I saw like their death threats over because Erica and Garcelle are fighting because Garcelle said, she's concerned about an alcohol problem. What?
It's like, it's crazy. This is the one that, I mean, so Garcelle said she was up all night. She couldn't sleep. And she's like, rightfully so. She's really upset.
Sure she is. She's worried about her son.
This is the one. I mean, listen, let me just preface this by saying, I'm sure there's a lot just as bad.
Yeah.
I didn't read it, but this was the one where he said too far at this point by Queen of the T _ I have no idea. She said, you'd have your neck kneeled on if it weren't for your white daddy. Tell your mom to leave Diana alone or you'll deal with us. That's a fucking threat. Now, I mean, it's also race. It's
yeah.
racist.
So wait a minute. So now this is about Diana too?
I mean, here's the thing. And this is where I don't play around. When I get enough of these, I really would truly go to the police at this point. I'm not joking. I am not joking.
You have to. You have to. That's sick. And that is a threat. Wow. I'm just looking to see if this guy sent me anything.
It's a threat. It's a hate crime. I mean, it's like, so this is, I mean, that was to me, I mean, I'm sure there's more. That was the one that I was like, that's why like all of this and your racist, then this is the stuff. This is the stuff. Right. This is why like, I talk about Nene Leakes' bullshit lawsuit and everyone says I'm racist. I'm like, go fuck yourself. This is the shit that is like blatant racism. That is so vile, terrible, right? Like, Diana, I mean, they mentioned Diana. So listen, it wouldn't shock me with $250 fucking million if Diana has God knows what like going on over there. I'm not saying she has anything to do with this. It's crazy though.
Like a Diana mafia.
Would that shock you? Would that shock you? If I told you, I don't know, Karen Huger, the Grand Dame from Potomac has the mafia behind. No, you'd be like, what?
Yeah.
Diana,
she seems a little something, a little gangster. But so wow.
And then we have to talk about casting rumors at the end. We got to address all of them. So what do you think? Yeah, so I mean, like, leave the poor kids alone. I mean,
oh my God, leave the kids alone, everyone. Leave them alone. And Garcelle, go to the authorities.
Yeah.
If you haven't done it already, go to the authorities. This is not right. In every single way, it's not right that your son has to go through this. That's disgusting. Oh, I thought I did something.
The minute that it's a threat, like an actual threat.
Oh, yeah.
You know how brutal. I tell you, I draw the line and I will stick.
Yeah.
That's what I'm like. I would be at the authorities and I would be like, I'm not leaving. Like, we're like, you better, I want this, whatever you got to do. I have do the next now. Week. Forget the fucking job. I'm going to sit here until like I see red. I'm like, you're going to fucking fuck this motherfucker. That's what I right. Would do.
No, I agree. I agree. And she probably did because it really got out of hand. What'd you think of the way Kyle roller skated? I was impressed when they bought her the roller skates and she just, I mean, wow. Okay. You go, girl. I used to roller
Listen,
skate too, but I wouldn't put them on now.
Kyle admitted that she has like a thing. I forgot what it's called, but that's why she could do the splits. Did you see this? It was a
Yes,
few weeks ago,
yes,
like that, whatever.
yes.
And not even
Yeah.
ambidextrous or whatever.
No, it's something else.
Yeah.
It's
And,
crazy.
what else really stood out for you from this
Well, I
episode?
think that Kathy's funny. They like, I don't like her at all, but I thought it was funny. She goes, "What's the difference if it's homeless and toothless or toothless and homeless?" Like, I thought she was funny with you because honestly, to get that mad, I understand that this is not a laughing matter. And I understand, I feel we see homeless. I'm in New York all the time. I see the homeless. It's terrible. No shoes, laying on the ground, not even with a blanket. So it is really a crisis that this country is going through right now, homeless everywhere, especially all the blue cities. So it's just bad. But anyway, with that said,
But
when
with
she,
that said, I'm also shocked that like you were on TV, people. So the scene that was a little weird to me is like when Kyle and Erica are sitting there and laughing about this.
I
Like
know.
I understand it, but how I don't is that really the reaction? Like we're not
No, it's
laughing
not
at
funny.
toothless people and homeless people. It's like I
Sorry.
mean, no,
No,
I mean
they're laughing.
I really was I was a little I really was, and I'm not easily offended. I was like, this, I mean,
It's the name. It's the
like,
name.
okay,
It's
it
the name.
is now, but if you think about it, I don't know why it's that hard for everyone to remember. They have completely different connotations. They have
Exactly.
it's
Don't
homeless.
make me
You're
laugh.
homeless,
Homeless.
which is a problem in our country, but not toothless. We're gonna fix your smile. To
Right.
say toothless, not homeless. I mean, that could be all of us. That could be people with millions of dollars. I don't understand. Like why it keeps laughing, but like maybe you should go with it. Maybe I should
I
cringe
can't.
at you, Kim, because you're
I
like, I
no.
don't, I really don't understand. I don't understand what is so hard to remember about the name.
Well,
You're
none of
home.
them were remember it. They were all doing their confessionals and they couldn't remember which one it was.
Oh my God. And by the way, we're going to have to investigate this more because, there's a lot of bloggers and stuff looking into this charity and it's gotten really bad reviews. I went
I
to the
would believe it.
dentist. They said I went to the dentist. They said something like they wouldn't answer their phone. I went, oh, here's your appointment. I waited for 6 hours. Now they go in to see the dentist and they say like, I'm homeless and I'm one of the people, however it works. I don't know.
Yeah.
And the person's like, okay, we'll give you that. But do you have 7 cavities and this? And so this is going to be 4,000.
Oh my
And
God.
and they're like, but I'm in such pain. They're like, well, you got to do some of it. So they choose one. Yeah. And it's like a sham, like shoddy dentist. Yep. I'm not,
Oh boy.
these are the reviews. I'm just telling
Yeah,
you
yeah,
what's,
yeah. Right,
and
right, right.
again, I'm not, everyone's do your research. And I don't have the time to research this specific item here. But that's
You're just saying what you read.
right. This is the general gist top line. The charity's got some bad reviews, which, if you look
Okay.
at, Cyndi Lauper's True Colors or, like those legitimate charities you've all heard
Yes.
of.
Yes.
This